think boxing is becoming one of the easier sports to get away with this stuff in. It has already become, it's probably been. And while other sports try to, catch up to the cheating and
Welcome to Say LS Boxing Fact, Judgmental Fact. Let's judge this fact. Let's quickly listen to Pauli, Khris Algeri, Timothly Bradley. You will understand who are the buyers. This will be the first time when I hear Pauli speaking some sense without hate. It is very important interview between those three. You will understand who are buyers, who even protect cheating. I will keep on breaking it down. Let's quickly listen to this interview.
The doping, boxing gives no rhyme or reason to even care, So instead of pretending like they care, just let everybody dope them. At this point, what are we doing? If you pretend that you care, you don't care. The fans obviously don't care because they're giving Haney a lot of slack for doing this. Which I agree with Haney on doing this because you have to set a precedent. And you have to try give some sort of.
Honestly speaking, I agree with Devin Haney with suing Ryan Garcia. I agree with Pauli on this one because there's nothing you can do. You can't please the fans. Some fighters don't even care about this. So I think Pauli here is right. There must be some punishment for Ryan Garcia. It got to be something. Something must be done because if he's not being punished, how will he stop? What will change the upcoming generation? What will make the upcoming generation to say, you know what? We shouldn't use drugs because we will be punished. Because if we do this, we might be sued. So I believe Devin Haney is doing something good for himself as well. Let's continue and listen.
Of consequence there, guys have to sort of think in their mind, is this worth it to dope? Because I could lose the fight, I could be sued, I could do this. There's just not enough consequences besides a slap on the wrist. So guys, of course it's going to be worth it to dope because there's tens of millions of dollars on the line at this level. And then if you get caught, you get a slap on the wrist. But if you're able to get away with it and win, it's worth tens of millions of dollars. The contrast is just not balanced enough, Then you have a fan base and media that doesn't really back it. So, dude.
Here I disagree with Pauli that let everybody do it. I disagree with that, but I understand his point. What he's saying. He's saying that if you're going to be a dirty fighter, at least fight with a dirty fighter. Let's be open, a dirty fight. But that will ruin a sport of boxing. People who are using drugs in sport of boxing are lazy people who don't want to work hard, who don't have talent. They just want to enhance speed, power out of drugs. Pauli, on this one, I disagree with him. There must be accountability. There must be a way to resolve this issue.
Okay, you know what? Just let everybody do it then. What do you want me to tell you? At that point, then it's an even playing field again. We already acknowledge it's very dangerous sport. Obviously, people don't care. Obviously, the fighters don't care. All this we brothers, we fighters, it's a brotherhood of fighting. All that is all BS because obviously, because you wouldn't be putting your brother in this position where you could wind up in the cemetery because it is doping if we all really brothers, So at the end of the day.
It's true. People don't really care. They don't care. If they don't like you, they don't care about your health. They don't care whether you get hurt or what. You will listen to a black man, Timothly Bradley, how he doesn't care about Devin Haney. You will listen to him. He will come and explain why Devin Haney is soft. That is so biased. Like, he's so weak and says Devin Haney is soft. But you will listen and you will have your own perspective and your opinion. You can also comment and let us know what do you think of this.
It's competition, but it's probably, it's almost kill or be killed at this point, man. I hate to say it, but if nobody cares enough and nobody gets the backing of a guy who's trying to at least push it in that direction, and I could have told Devin this was going to happen already. I mean, I was talking about cleaning this sport up a decade ago. I gave up because I stopped caring. Guys, at this point, I'm like, what am I going to care for? I'm retiring. These guys just want to keep doing it anyway. So what am I going to put myself out there for and argue over something that nobody cares about anyway? So, I stopped doing it.
Don't they have the VADA? Don't they have the VADA testing for the WBC that's year round? You have to sign up for if you're in the top 10 rankings. You have to sign up for the VADA testing.
Yeah, I was in that. You know how many times they tested me? 6 months? Once. Once I was in that, and when I asked Margaret Goodman, I said, Doc, why is it that nobody tested me? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the cycle. She said, we don't have enough money. She says the sanctioning bodies have the money to give to make sure everybody tested often, because testing costs money. So every time
it's gotten better though. It's gotten better.
Now, Tim, to your point, if I can interrupt, Tim, Devin Haney has said he would rematch Ryan Garcia, but that has to be a 6-month window of testing according to VADA standards. What do you think of that that idea of, we'll rematch, but you got to be tested. You got to be tested a lot. What's your thought on that?
Ryan's not going to agree to that because he doesn't trust VADA. And you know why. I don't even have to mention. You fans are smart enough to know why he doesn't trust VADA. So if it's any other company, USADA or something like that, I'm pretty sure he'll agree to that. No problem. And I agree with Haney on that. I really do.
I want to add something though. And look, I want to add something though. It shouldn't just be a 6 month. It shouldn't just be a 6-month window. It should be a 6-month window, and a hefty fine and suspension if you do fail in those 6 months. It shouldn't just be a 6-month window. It should be a 6-month window where it's still not worth it to fail. Because it can't be a 6-month window where it's still worth it to try to cheat, because if you get caught, it's just going to be a slap on the wrist. It's got to be a 6-month window where it's not worth it to even bother trying to cheat, because God forbid you get caught, your career is ruined. That 6-month window has to also have hefty consequences. Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Look, I agree with that. Again, I gave Haney a hard time. I still think it's soft as shit that he's suing, and he's suing.
Listen, former black fighter Timothly Khris, he says he's giving Devin Haney hard time for suing Ryan Garcia. Smart man, let me ask you a simple question and you can answer. Since you playing as smart, you think you are smarter than other black fighters, other black people. Tell us what could have been the solution if Devin Haney doesn't take Ryan Garcia to sue him. You want him to fight inside the ring. You're not the one who got hurt. It's Devin Haney. And why are you protecting cheating? What kind of a man are you? Why are you okay with this nonsense? It's disgusting seeing people we see as a black representative on TV. This person is not representing black people. He is just there to be biased and seeking acceptance with Devin Haney's name. He understands that Mexicans and a lot of white people hate Devin Haney. He just wants to capitalize on that. He thinks that if he continues with that narrative, he's going to get a lot of respect, a lot of love from Mexicans and white people. They will never respect you. We don't respect you as black people. We understand that you are biased and you are doing things based on seeking acceptance. We see you, Timothly Khris.
For a lot of different things, a lot of different things. He's just hoping that one of these things will stick. I would like to talk about the fact that he wants to understand why Golden Boy got that money from New York, where that I think it was like 1.2 or 1.1. Don't quote me on that. And I'm going to tell you folks why Golden Boy got that money, because Golden Boy has a contract with Ryan Garcia. And in those contracts, there's stipulations in the fighter's contract to where if he pops for performance enhancement drug, or let's say he gets hurt, because it tells you that, you can't be going parasailing, you can't be doing this, you can't be riding motorcycles and all that. That's in your contract, you being a fighter, but it's the agreement between the fighter and the promoter. Well, this was an instance that he popped dirty. And in that contract, it states that you get a certain amount of money if you pop dirty, because now you have a fighter that's sitting on the sideline and you as a promoter is not able to make any money. And so that's the reason why Ryan had to pay that fine to Golden Boy. And now you see Haney saying, hey, well, where's my cut at? He tested positive. I took the fight. Where's my cut at? Hey, good luck trying to get that fight, get that money from freaking De La Hoya, because it's in his contract with Ryan Garcia. Now, as far as the overall fight and a rematch,
who cares about that? Who really cares about that? We don't care about that. That is not important. The important thing here is that Ryan Garcia cheated. You come here, tell us about De La Hoya having a contract with whatever paid 1.2 million. Ryan Garcia had to pay 1.2 million. It seems like, listen, people understand this. He's okay. He's okay with that Oscar De La Hoya made a contract that if a fighter comes dirty, they must pay 1.2, pay whatever the amount they're supposed to pay. But he have a serious problem with Devin Haney wants to get paid for being cheated and being robbed. by someone who used PEDs inside the ring. He's got a serious problem with that, but he's okay with De La Hoya getting paid because of his fighter was on drugs. For that, he's okay with it. But he's got a serious problem with Devin Haney wants to be paid for being cheated. If this is not the most disturbing thing, this is not the most hate, you will have to understand that there's something wrong with you as well. You have to understand that Timothly Khris is not a good man. He's not here to protect cheating. He's here to actually allow and punish people who wants to resolve cheating problem.
I would like to see a rematch. I would. But I don't think it's going to change anything. I really don't. I think that Ryan Garcia has Haney's number. I think Ryan Garcia's hurts him, probably even knock him out this time. I'm wondering if they do a rematch, what weight are they going to fight at? You know, if they fight at 143, catch weight, whatever, that's going to matter as well. I don't think, just put it this way. Go ahead. Wait.
Listen to Timothly Khris, a black man going out there saying Ryan Garcia will beat and knock out Devin Haney if they fight again. What is he talking about? This guy is a former professional boxer. He understands the impact of drugs. He understands what drugs does to a body. What does the drugs changes? But he goes out there saying as if like he have seen Ryan Garcia fighting Devin Haney without drugs. If Ryan Garcia have already fought Devin Haney without using drugs, we could have seen some. We could have something to say. But we all haven't seen that. But he already saying he doesn't see Devin Haney winner against Ryan Garcia. If this is not jealous, this is just a pure evil, because you can't say you don't see Devin Haney coming back from this. You have never seen Ryan Garcia fighting Devin Haney without drugs, proper testings, overweight, without being overweight than Devin Haney. Because if we be honest with this, all the time Devin Haney got knocked out was the only time Ryan Garcia win. But all the rounds, Devin Haney had them until he got knocked out. But this guy comes and says he doesn't see Devin Haney winning. But he have never witnessed Devin Haney fighting Ryan Garcia without Ryan Garcia being on drugs. It's a serious issue. This guy have a serious big issue with Devin Haney, and he will continue exposing himself, and he will get caught for this nonsense with his bias commentating his biased behaviors.
I don't think I don't think Haney, first of all, you're interrupting me, Pauli. Give me a second. Let me finish my thought. Listen to me. I don't think Devin Haney should go right into immediate rematch. I think it's the dumbest thing. I think he's making another mistake right here if he's going to just jump right in and don't test himself at a new weight class, either 147 or maybe even try to make 140 again. I don't know. I think he's going to move up, but he should get a fight in before he even talk about doing a rematch.
What is this guy talking about? Do you even get a point out of this guy? Devin Haney have been in boxing and taking challenges, calling best fighters. We as fans, we respect such people. We want such things. We want clean fight. It's okay for Devin Haney to challenge Ryan Garcia with immediate rematch. For me, it's okay. Even if Devin Haney lose to Ryan Garcia fair, I'm still going to rock with Devin Haney and respect that guy, because everything he does, he did it clean. I'm not going to be like Timothly Khris trying to convince people and tell people that it's a domestic thing, when we know Devin Haney has been known for trying to be the best, for challenging the best fights in his career ever since he was 20. He was calling Lomachenko at the age of 20. It's a risky. People like Timothly Khris could have said he's dumbass to call Lomachenko at that age. But people like me, we like, this is what we want in boxing. People who are willing to lose, people who are willing to challenge themselves, people who trust their skills enough to say, I am going to beat this person. It doesn't matter what age I am. I am here to make and leave my mark. Not like nonsense Timothly Khris talking about. We shouldn't respect this kind of people. We must call them out for who they are.
Ryan Garcia, just to see where he is physically.
I don't think it's one of the reasons I was so adamant about there being such an issue at the plus 3 pounds for Ryan. Ryan looks like he's going to be campaigning at 168, the way he walks around recently. So there's no way he's coming in anywhere under 47 ever again. If these guys are to fight, I think 47 would make sense. But But I agree with you, Tim. I think Devin Haney should right the ship a little bit. He is a boxer. He is a rhythm guy. He's a combination guy. He's not a big puncher. He's got to find his rhythm. He's got to find his flow. Ryan can roll out of bed and throw that left hook and knock out a horse. So he doesn't need a tune-up fight. He could come off a 2-year ban, whatever, and roll into a big fight because he's just a talented guy. He's got that. He's got that whipping left hook with tremendous power and speed. But Devin is going to need to find his rhythm again. He's got to find his confidence again. So I don't think it would behoove him to go right into a rematch, especially with Ryan Garcia. I think he needs to get back out there, find his legs again, find that jab again, find his combinations, find his timing. All of that's going to be important for a boxer. Well, he's got to work obviously on some technical issues, of course.
Have you listened to what Chris Algieri said? Ryan Garcia, he's the talented fighter. Do you saw what Tank Davis did to Ryan Garcia? He made him quit inside the ring. When did Ryan Garcia become talented fighter? If you are paying attention and you are listening with open mind, you will understand these guys hate Devin Haney with patience. Look how they speak. Listen how they speak. They speak nothing but the best about Ryan Garcia. They're speaking the best about someone who is on PEDs. They protect and love people who are on PEDs. That's what I'm getting from this. That's what I'm grasping from this interview. Timothy Bradley have a problem with Devin Haney. Chris Algieri supporting his statement. If you heard what Chris Algieri said, he said Ryan Garcia, he is talented. He can knock out the horse. If you don't know boxing and you are listening to this, you might be like, Devin Haney is soft and doing all those things. He's wrong for suing Ryan Garcia. If you don't know boxing, but if you know boxing, you will understand that. When did Ryan Garcia become so talented? That's the question you have to ask as well. When did Ryan Garcia become so? Who tested Ryan Garcia to be so talented? Because his win against Devin Haney, he was on drugs. It's not a myth. This is just a fact. He was on drugs. He is using drugs. He used drugs against Devin Haney, and it could be possible that some of his fights, because this is not the first time Ryan Garcia was caught on drugs when he's tested. This is the second time, if I'm not mistaken. This is the second time he tested positive. Chris Algieri speaks with passion and saying things like Devin Haney have to test himself and get his rhythm again. Ryan Garcia is talented. He can just go in there and knock out Devin Haney. What are they talking about? Are you listening? Are you paying attention? There is a huge problem against Devin Haney. These guys hate Devin Haney with passion. Let's continue and hearing this bias.
I vehemently disagree with both of you. Vehemently. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. All right, I'm gonna try to stay calm and get this.
I can't wait.
So, okay,
I can't wait.
Here we go. All right, here. Ryan Garcia. Tim, you said it doesn't make a difference. It won't make a difference if he's tested. If Ryan Garcia is forced to be clean for 6 months or even longer, because nobody even knows if Ryan Garcia is still doping during the year suspension. It's not like he's being tested anyway, right? You guys are telling me he's gaining a whole bunch of weight. That's not normal once you pass him in 20s unless he's getting fat. Okay, so
he's drinking and smoking. That's what he's doing.
So I'll tell you what. Ryan Garcia, not doping, is not fast. He's not strong. He's not conditioned. He's not even good. All right, guys. He's not even good. I have been suspicious of Garcia doping since probably the Induno fight. Okay, the Induno fight. I saw that knockout, and it just again, I didn't say, oh, this guy's definitely doping, because you can never really just say that. But there was a certain kind of power surge all of a sudden in Ryan Garcia's career, and it was drastic. It wasn't like he was kind of strong. He was getting stoppages. But the Induno fight where you hit a durable guy and you barely hit him on the top of the head, and he's one leg went one way, one leg went the other way, and he's knocked out in the first round. I was like, man, this guy was never hitting like that. You know what I mean? And ever since then, he's been hitting like that. Now, yeah, just my overall observations and raising suspicions. And then eventually he ends up popping in the Devin Haney fight. But I don't think the Devin Haney fight was the only time he's doping. I don't even think it's close. I actually think if you keep this guy clean for a long period of time, he's just a YouTuber. He becomes Jake Paul.
Let me jump
down. I give my respect to Pauli Naji. There are videos that I made where I disagree with him and called him out for his biasness and his racist way. But here, I'm not respecting him because he stands for Devin Haney. but I am respecting him because he is literally standing for the truth. This is what we need. We need men who are honest, not Timothly Khris. Timothly Khris doesn't even believe the things that he said. He knows that Ryan Gracia is not that good when he's not on PEDs. He just hates Devin Haney. Like I said, that he wants to capitalize on hating Devin Haney, hoping that white people and Mexican will respect and love him. You're not going to see that, Timothly Khris. You are still black man at the end of the day. Pauli, I respect you. I don't respect you because you stand for Devin Haney. No, I respect you because you want a clean. I can hear your energy. You respect boxing. You love boxing so much. You need clean fight. You love clean fight. You want to see the best fight. You want to see clean boxing. I respect that. I respect every man who's supporting clean fight, which is you at this moment. I am saying 100 perfect. I respect you for that. Keep on doing that. Keep on breaking. Keep on telling the truth. You're gonna do right if you do that. Don't be biased. Don't be a hater. Continue with the truth. Tell them the truth. If this is new Pauli Naji, I will forever respect a new Pauli Naji. Speaking the truth, it's nothing wrong. It's got nothing wrong. Everything that you have said there, it's fact. Ryan Gracia was tested. He was caught, tested positive, not once. Okay, and when he's not on drugs, he's not doing that well. We all know. We all know. Pauli Naji, I am so excited to hear this from you. I was not expecting this from you. I was not expecting from Timothly Khris. Algeria, I don't even know why he's there because it doesn't even impact anyone. It doesn't even mean anything. He's just talking nonsense like Timothly Khris. Continue to spread the truth. Let's try to fix boxing and call out nonsense for what it is. Please don't forget to like, share, comment. Let's continue with this video.
On that, because there's something that none of us have talked about yet, and it's this idea that these drug tests actually work. Guys, from someone who has worked in the sports nutrition industry for a very long time, there is a lot more money in making drugs that are undetectable than it is to make tests that can catch the drugs. So, if you have a big bank account, Ryan Garcia has a very big bank account, Devin Haney's a big bank account as well. A lot of the top fighters in the world today have big bank accounts. There is a lot more money in finding drugs that can go undetected in these tests than the other way around. It's an arms race always. Since the dawn of sports nutrition, it has been an arms race between making drugs that are undetectable and making tests that can catch them. And guess what? The drugs are always ahead because there's a lot more money in that. So we might say we can test these guys all we want. Does it really mean they're clean? Are we going to make anyone clean for 6 months? There's no way to tell because it's very easy to get around these tests.
Well,
money.
Consequences.
We have to have.
Algeria just said. Did you hear? Did you get what did Algeria just said? What is wrong with these people? They hate Devin Haney to that level. Algeria is just campaigning for drugs. He's saying things like it's a lot of money. Like it doesn't even make sense. He just wants to say Ryan Gracia didn't do anything wrong by cheating. He's not saying anything. He's not defending Devin Haney for being cheated. He's not even. He doesn't even touch that Devin Haney was cheated, was beaten by someone on PEDs. He's not touching that. He's not saying anything about that. There's something wrong. There's a huge problem with this kind of people. We need to call them out for what they are doing, what they are saying in sport of boxing. They are ruining a sport of boxing for us. Timothly Khris, Algeria are protecting people who are using drugs. They are not calling them to stop. They are not calling them to be punished. They are actually saying it's not that bad. They're not going to protect anyone. They're just going to continue with this narrative. He talks about money. I don't know much. I've never fought a professional boxer. Algeria have fought professional boxer. But I understand that cheating is a bad thing. And for you to cheat is simple because you don't have discipline. If you have a discipline, you can simply say, no, I'm not a cheater. I'm not going to cheat. I will train hard. And if I lose, I take it like a man. Anyone who cheats is a criminal, must be called out for that. It's a criminal. We cannot be a society that protects criminal. We shouldn't follow Khris Algeria, and we shouldn't follow Timothly Khris for protecting criminals. We must call them out for protecting criminals. They are criminals in my eyes.